haven't experienced, I went through a time in my life, I have not experienced a miscarriage or an abortion or anything like that, but I went through a time in my life where it was a very dark time, a separation, then ended up getting in the annulment. But I went through a dark time where it lasted 10 years, too much of my life, and I put myself in this box of shame. And with any of us, we can find ourselves putting ourselves in boxes, whether it's guilt, regret, shame, and we can't pull out of it. But tonight, you don't have to tell me your story, but I'm going to have a prayer team up here, and we want to pray for you, or you can tell your story. But I want to tell you, I know miscarriage is very hard too. I've had many friends that experience that pain. So whether you've experienced an abortion or a miscarriage or any kind of loss, maybe you lost a child through an accident, I want to tell you a very interesting story. My mom and my Uncle Spence and my Mimi and Papa, they had a great little family. This is around the time, I didn't know any of this. My grandmother passed away, and 10 days later, I had a heavenly dream. And when I woke up, it took my breath away, and I just gasped, and I felt like my hand had water on it because I reached out to hug her, and I just melted. It was an experience I can't tell you. It was just something I'll never forget. And I was walking down a hallway, and it was just a very cream kind of a tan color, very ordinary, small little hallway. In my dream, I was walking, and my grandmother was at one end, and she had a beautiful canary yellow kind of a cable knit sweater on. She liked those bright colors, exactly what she would look like. And she was bouncing on her left shoulder a baby boy. I knew it was a baby boy. It was an infant because he had this powder blue on and a powder blue little outfit and a powder blue little, wrapped in a blanket. And I knew it was a little boy. And when I got up to her, I went to reach out and hug her. The closer I got to her, the more she smiled at me, the more she loved me. And I just can't wait to see her again. Heaven is so real. And I reached out to get her, and then it's when I melted away. Well, I took a few days to process because that was just a big deal. I didn't really know what that was. And that was part two it was two parts of the dream. This was this part. So a few days later, I told my mom about the dream, and she told me something I never knew. She said, when I was about 4 or 5, my mother experienced a miscarriage, and it was so far along they knew it was a boy. So I saw my uncle and my mom's brother in heaven with his mother. So whatever you've experienced kind of a loss with a child, your child is waiting for you. And they're very well taken care of by their family. Hey, I've had 3 heavenly dreams. Families are all together all the time. My families are always together.